What's good? This is Trey Morgan with how to use public nudity to pick up more chicks. All right. So, first thing you need to do if you want to pick up more chicks and use the power of public nudity is you straight up gotta, take your clothes off. Okay. And I don't mean that in a weird way. I don't mean you actually go out in public and take your clothes off. I don't actually mean that. And when I say take off your mask, what I really mean is take off that bullshit fake character identity, whatever the hell that shit is. Let go of that and be real. Be 110% real. I mean, let go of that idea that you have to be somebody. You have to be somebody. If you're somebody, then you're somebody. Don't try to be somebody. You feel me? Don't try to be cool. Don't try to be smooth. That is lame. It's bullshit. And here's the problem with it. First of all, it's fake, right? Nobody likes fake shit. Like, nobody if you had a choice in getting real diamonds or fake diamonds, of course you're gonna choose the real diamonds. And guess what? The real diamonds are rare, right? They're in higher demand. So it's the same thing when we're talking about picking up a beautiful woman. She is very aware that men are going to put on a persona, put on some bullshit identity. Their goal is to impress her. She's aware of this. And guess what? Because they get approached and they've been in relationships and stuff like that, and they learn from their friends and stuff, they know what's coming, right? And they can see through it. So what I'm saying is walk up to them in the nude, because that's different. They're not used to a guy being 110% vulnerable mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Guys are very logical. So logically we're gonna think, okay, she's beautiful, I want to get her. What I gotta do? I gotta be confident, I gotta be cool, I gotta do shit, you know what I mean? I gotta be smooth. And she's like, she can just like feel it, like, whoa, this guy is like trying to impress me and shit. Like, he's probably just like not really, he's not really that cool. He's probably just like putting on a show, so they might talk to you or whatever because it might be entertaining or whatever, but they're not gonna take you seriously because it's fake, and they can feel that shit better than we will ever know. They can feel that shit. You see, sometimes you have a good conversation or whatever, and you wonder why they don't text you back, because they felt some fake shit probably, and some other dude was giving them something more realer. So what I'm saying is you can separate yourself from 90% of guys just by being in the nude in public. And what do I mean by that? Also, when you're in the nude, think about it. What happens? People judge you. Like, if you go outside butt naked, people are gonna judge you. People probably gonna laugh at you. So it's humiliating, right? It's humiliating. It doesn't necessarily feel good to be naked in front of people. But when you think about it, when somebody is vulnerable in public, we respect that person, whether you want to admit it or not, or whether people are laughing at them or whatever. There's a sense of respect there when somebody can truly be themselves. Even if they're weird, even if they're awkward or whatever, there's still a level of respect there, and you can trust that person more so than somebody who may look cool and seem cool, but they putting on some bullshit. They're trying to be cool because that's what society tells them they need to be. But more than likely that person's miserable. That's another topic. But what I'm saying is, women are expecting men to try to be something to impress them, and I'm saying don't be one of those men, because that's in the majority. All right, and if something's in the majority, it doesn't have a lot of value. So you want to be in the minority. You want to be real. And now this shit is hard. This shit is not easy to like go up to a girl and just like expose yourself and just be 100% with her and talk about the shit you find interesting and like don't compromise and If she's not doesn't like something you say, you stand behind it. Like, that's not necessarily easy, but you can develop that, right? You can develop anything that you really want and you see the value, and you can develop it. And I'm telling you, being vulnerable and being in the nude in front of a woman and showing her that, look, I'm not like these other dudes putting on a mask, putting on this freaking identity, you know what I'm saying, this camouflage or whatever. I'm being real with you, you know what I'm saying. You know, and that's just what it is. So women love naked men just as much as we love naked women. So what I'm trying to say here is, as men, we love beautiful women. We love attractive women, and we love how they look in the nude. That's not a secret. All right. And any man that is attracted to women and has a problem admitting that, that's just corny. But anyway, women love naked men as well. But what they love more than a naked man, physically naked, attractive man, is a man who can be naked emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. A man who can be vulnerable, a man who can have a conversation and say what he truly believes, and not just try to find something we have in common, or, you know, or, oh, she likes sports, oh yeah, I love sports, you know, like, instead of that type of energy, it's just you putting it out there and accepting the fact that, hey, she might not be right for you, or she might be right for you, but you just being vulnerable. And sometimes when you have a vulnerable conversation, you could have nothing in common with the person, but just the respect and admiration that comes from being vulnerable can create attraction, you know? Like if you're talking to a woman, like, even for men, that shit is very attractive. Like, if I'm talking to a woman and she's just being like super real with me, like I tell her, you know, I think you're cute, and I'd love to take you out sometime, and then she says, oh, you just say that to every girl because, you know, you just trying to be smooth. Like, you know, most guys will see that as a test, or her being bitchy or whatever, but she just being real, you know, and I could respect that. I could respect a girl calling me out, you know, on some shit, because a lot of guys do that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? They just say whatever to be smooth, and, you know, I'll address it. If she has, you know, an objection, or she says some shit like that, I'll address it however I feel in the moment. I'll be real with her. You know what I'm saying? If I am doing that shit, like if I just happen to be going up to a lot of girls that day and just saying pickup lines and shit, and she tests me like that, I'll say, you know what, you're right. That's what I was doing today. Or if I literally saw her and I went up to her spontaneously, and it was some real shit, I'll let her be like, no, actually you're wrong. You know, I actually didn't approach any women today. I saw you and I stopped in my tracks. I almost didn't do it, but I stepped up and I just did it because I wanted to see if we had, you know, anything there, you know, and that's it. That's some real shit. And that's me being vulnerable. That's me being nude in public, and people are watching too. You know what I'm saying? People are watching me and they're like, oh, look at this dude. And like, I feel that, but I still do it because when you're done, whether she rejects you or not, you feel like a man, because that was a man move. That was an assertive, masculine thing to do. It's like, go for what you want and be real about it. Ain't no fake shit. Ain't no shady bullshit about it. It's like, it's real. It's out there. So yeah. So okay. And then look, life is better than the news. So life is better when you live it as a real man. You know, live your truth. You know, you go after what you want, you say what you want, you do what you want, you live how you want. And I'm not talking about no disrespectful shit. I'm able to be vulnerable and be real without being disrespectful. You know, you don't, like, I'm not saying to say shit that will be offensive to people, but I am saying if someone finds the fact that you disagree with them on something offensive, then so be it. but I'm not necessarily going out of my way to piss people off. I'm just being real. So, you know, that's basically what it is. Like, give that a try. If you're not getting the results you want with women, or you're picking up women, you're getting a lot of flakes, or you just like shit is weird or whatever. Try being more real. And I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be honest with you. It can be intimidating, like to walk up to a woman and expose yourself, especially like in situations where people are watching and stuff like that. That was a big thing for me. Is like it's just a one-on-one with the girl, I'm pretty good at being real. But like sometimes when people are watching, it's like, oh, I want to look cool in front of people. You feel me? So I might try to put on a little front. But what I notice is when you just like let go of the front and you put yourself out there, and possibly you might get humiliated or embarrassed because you may stumble over your words because you're not trying to be confident. You're just letting it all out there. But some women just love that realness. Actually, when I say some women, I mean majority of women love that realness. Whether they reject you or not, they'll respect you as a man, as opposed to you going up to her and trying to be fake, and then you actually get her. But look at this. Okay, you put on some fake persona to get some chick, and then let's say y'all meet up again for the second time. You got to keep putting on that fake persona because that's what she found attractive, or that's what she found interesting, or whatever. And that's just like weird to live like that. It's like your life is like a movie and you're just like an actor, and you're acting a part. So you're not really living, you're acting. Okay, and that's, you can ask yourself, if that's the way you want to live. But what I found, and I'm just talking about if you want to be successful at you want to pick up more women, you want to pick up more chicks, you want to have better relationships and better conversations, better interactions. Just be real. Okay, don't try to be anything. Don't try to be funny. Don't try to be this. When I say try to be real, it's more so of a letting go type thing. It's having no attachment to the outcome and letting go. It's not really so much trying to do something. It's just trying to do nothing. Just being completely vulnerable, completely in the nude, and accepting the good and the bad that life throws your way. You know what I'm saying? The good and the bad that the woman that you're talking to throws your way. If she happens to be in a bitchy mood, accept that shit, and don't try to put on some persona to fight it. Just deal with it how you would deal with it as your real self. You know what I'm saying? If you would go back at her, then go back at her. If you're the type of dude that's just gonna chill back and just let her do her thing, then be that dude. But really be it. You know what I'm saying? Like really be it. Like be firm in it. You know what I'm saying? Like be it 100%. All right. So I hope this video made sense, and I hope you got some value out of this. If you know what I'm saying, if you want more advice or want me to break this down even better for you, you can hit me up and I'll help you out. But I hope you got value from this video. All right. Peace.